Volo's exploit is smaller than the Kelp disaster, but it hits a sensitive part of Sui's DeFi stack: liquid staking trust. This matters because liquid staking protocols sit close to the core of a chain's capital structure. When one is exploited, users start asking whether yield wrappers are safer than they look. The risk is not only the initial loss. It is the way trust can break across connected systems once users realize the problem may be wider than one address. The article said Volo lost about $3.5 million from vaults holding WBTC, XAUm, and USDC. The team froze the affected vaults, said around $28 million in unaffected deposits remained secure, and pledged that users would not bear the loss. Volo Protocol Exploit is the phrase tied to this setup, and this matters because liquid staking protocols sit close to the core of a chain's capital structure. When one is exploited, users start asking whether yield wrappers are safer than they look. Those confirmed details explain why the story spread so quickly through the market. The breach was framed as one of the more serious security incidents yet for Sui DeFi. Liquid staking systems bundle yield, custody logic, and smart contract routing. That complexity creates more places for a targeted flaw to emerge than in a simple token transfer app. Liquid staking lets users hold a tradable token while assets stay staked in the background, which creates extra contract complexity. The mechanism matters here because user loss and protocol stress usually follow the design weakness, not just the attacker wallet. That affects Sui users, Volo depositors, and the chain's broader DeFi reputation because security incidents in core financial products can slow adoption far beyond the directly affected platform. In security stories, the damage is never only about the first wallet or contract. It is also about whether users still trust the system around it, and whether connected protocols now have to change their own behavior. The major unknown is the exact attack vector, and whether it was isolated to the 3 vault implementations or points to a deeper architectural issue. For searches like Volo Protocol Exploit, the major unknown is the exact attack vector, and whether it was isolated to the 3 vault implementations or points to a deeper architectural issue. Until those answers are clearer, rumors and half-formed assumptions can distort the picture almost as much as the exploit itself. The response matters almost as much as the exploit. Freezes, pauses, and emergency actions can limit further loss, but they also reveal how much discretionary control sits inside the system. That becomes part of the trust calculation too. Watch for the full postmortem, any third-party audit response, and whether Volo's promise to absorb losses is carried out quickly enough to stabilize trust. The next verified update will matter more than rumors because recovery, exposure, and governance can all shift quickly in incidents like this. The first clean technical review often changes the story more than the first headline did. The wider lesson is specific, not abstract. Interconnected DeFi products can turn one failure in one layer into stress for lending, liquidity, governance, and chain reputation all at once. That is why this kind of incident keeps echoing after the theft itself, and why other protocols react so quickly. Volo Protocol Exploit is the phrase tied to this setup, and watch for the full postmortem, any third-party audit response, and whether Volo's promise to absorb losses is carried out quickly enough to stabilize trust. The viewers who follow this well will track the technical review, the recovery path, and the exact control points that were exposed, because that is where the next risk signal usually appears.